Yes, sir. Another day, another challenge. Are we live? Yes, I think we are. Beautiful. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode number 27 of the live day trading stream. Your host is here, Lorenzo, Corrado. We're back in the game. We're ready to rock and roll. The market looks a bit cleaner today. We're going to talk about that here. I'm excited for today's session. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the stream. Let me see what we have with us in the chat. Let me quickly have a sneak peek. Weed, good to see you, my man. Alex Keir, good to see you. Good morning. Trade Talks by Harvey, man. Welcome back. Bartek Trader. We have Tariq, my G, my man, in the building. Great talking to you, my friend. Loom Steven, Salim, Lucifer. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. What's happening, my friend? Chris Invest, Sandra, good to see you. Diamond, Silvery Guides, yes. Full porting gore today, question mark. Yeah, let's talk about that. We're going to see what we have today in the building here with us. We're going to put on some music for you guys because you guys deserve, of course, the kickoff of the stream. It is 25 minutes before some news. We have some news in a... oh, no, we don't have news today, right? Oh, we do have news today. We have the initial jobless claims, of course, obviously. And the Philadelphia Fab Manufacturing Index. So that is going to come very, very soon here. I got 2 limit orders placed already. I got 2 buy limit orders placed already. Let's see what happens there. And you know what? Let's get back to work. We need to come back strong. All right, it's a bit of a slower week today. We started the week amazing. We had a bit of a slower the rest of days yesterday. So we need to step up our game here. Let's get to work and let's get the party started. What do you guys think? All right, perfect. Let's go. I'm coming with the best tunes for you guys, trust me. Every single freaking time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the upcoming live dating stream. We're going up. We're going up. We're stepping our game up every single day. Episode number 27. We need to step up our game here. I got a beautiful announcement right now for you guys here. I told you guys already beforehand. We're looking for sponsors, good sponsors, credible sponsors. And guess who reached out to me? Guess who reached out to me? One of the biggest prop firms in the industry, FundedNext. You know your boy get the best deals. You know your boy get the best deals here. So if you want to get some discounts on your challenge and you want to trade here live with us together and you want to test some things out, you can go to FundedNext. You can get here, you can get started with a FundedNext Futures Challenge or CFD, up to you to decide what you want to do. But if you do futures, you have the exact same levels as me, right? Because we talk about the order flow all the time on this channel. So hey, your boy got it fixed. Your boy got it fixed, all right? Was a matter of time here. FundedNext, of course, one of the best prop firms in this space, one of the largest as well here. All right, let's get to work, my G's. Let's get to work. We have some things to discuss immediately right now at this current moment here. I have a couple of levels that I am looking at right now. Why is my? Give me 1 second. I need to refresh the exit charts here. For some reason, it was lagging. I have no idea why. Let's see. You guys have, I have 2 buy limits already set. We have a range, we have a manipulation, and we have that breakout. We're now retesting the point of control here. So I'm willing to step in here, see how it goes, see what happens here. Okay, we're coming very, very close right now towards at least this area. I have 2 limit orders actually set, also one below right there. Let's go over it on the larger screen. There we go. So I want to kick off the stream right away with an entry here. I'm just curious to see how it goes. Everything seems to be lining up. The 4 hours seems to be closing very, very strong here. We'll do a deeper analysis afterwards, but I don't have that much time right now to actually go over this. But we closed pretty strong above that area. So I'm very curious how price will react here. The 4 hour, we have a 4 hour zone right now. We have also a 1 hour zone right here. We have a 15-minute zone. I'm very curious to see how we react here. We have 2 zones right now, so let's see what happens, man. Okay, let's see what happens. Come on. All right, it has been a overall stable week. I think on the stream we had 1 win, 1 no trading day, and 1 loss, right? So we're kind of, it's not the best week for me overall here. It's a pretty stable week. Obviously, outside of the streams, it was okay. But, you know, the New York session has been a little bit on the rougher side. We got tapped into our position right away, so yeah. This is why you're here right away from the beginning. No time to waste today. I don't know why. Sometimes it happens, right? Where we're in and we're boom, directly straight to freaking action. And other days we are waiting for an hour or 2 or 3 to get somewhere finally into a trade, for example. Oh, look at that reaction, man. That's a good reaction so far. I hope this time will be the reaction we're actually looking for here. Look at that. That is a, that's a quick one right there, my friends, right from the beginning. Can we flip it? Can we actually do it this time? Can we follow through? We know that we're sniping entries, right? But the question is always going to be the same. Is this going to be the follow through that we're looking for right now? That's the real question here of today, right? Are we going to follow through? That is what's happening here. Yo, bro, someone is stealing your content. Oh yeah, by the way, this is super important, okay? Super important. There is a fake Telegram group going around here with my name, Lorenzo Corrado. All right, some fake signal channel, straight up signals, gold signals only. It's very dodgy, right? Be very careful if you got invited to a Telegram group. Not what's called the Accelerator. That's an old group I got involved in, but this is an actual group around my name, Lorenzo Corrado. Okay, I don't do that shit. All right, so be very careful with anyone pretending to be me here. It has around 6,000 members in that group. Never knew about that until today, okay? Until today. So be very careful with anything Telegram related here, okay? Anything Telegram related. Be extremely cautious right there. But boom, look at that entry overall. Wow. Okay. That's a way to kick off the stream. If we can get that follow through. Let's see what the 5-minute does. Can we close above the 37 on the 5-minute? That would be very good. That would be a good start. Let's give it a shot here. Let's see what happens. 7 seconds to go for that closure. Yeah, I think we're going to close above that. Okay, the 5-minute has closed above that. That's a good start. Okay. That is a good start overall here. I also like how we ranged here beforehand, how we tapped into that, and now yeah, we want to see kind of a push, right? That's the ideal. That's the ideal case scenario right now. Okay. If you like this stream, guys, you know what to do, my friends. You know what to do here. We're heading towards the 120,000 subscribers. And I promise you guys, if we reach the 120,000 subscribers in this stream today, which is totally possible, we'll do a giveaway. All right. We'll do a giveaway by the end of the stream. All right. So what do you need to do in order to get there? You need to smash up that like button, number one, right now. You need to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And, you know, we'll do the rest of the work later on. All right. I hope that makes sense. Cool. That makes sense for me, at least here. Okay. We are in the trade from the beginning. Straight to action here. Can we hold this? Can we hold that level? The 4833 here. I think this is the 4811. Yeah, look at that. The point of control, right? The 4811 on spot. Right there. Really want to see if we can hold that right now. I actually had 2 more buy limits set below, or 1 more buy limit set below here, in case you would drop a bit further, giving me an average order. But if this gets filled and we push up higher, it's fine, right? It's fine for me. It will be good enough from that perspective right now. Let me actually put the music down a little bit. Sorry, guys. I think this... Ah, no, it's already good. It's already good. It's already good. Yeah, let's see if we can follow through here right now. Okay. Straight from the get-go, guys. I don't know what to say. Sometimes you guys think I'm patient, and I am patient, but it's not always about patience. It's about, yeah, patience in terms of waiting for the right setup at the right moment. And sometimes it happens that it happens right at the stream, right at the New York Open, for example, right? I hope you understand that. So, yeah, this is a good example of that. So a pretty strong reaction there. So now the question is, are we going to be able to follow through and break the highs? Right, that's kind of the ideal. Can we break the highs here and actually follow through right there? Okay. Yeah, we look at the overall internal range here. We have this manipulation, and then we have an expansion. We broke structure, and then we reached the point of control of that range. And if you are new completely to the volume profile, you can actually learn about this right here in the volume analysis section here. You go to the fixed volume profile on page number 47, and you have something that we call the consolidation, manipulation, and expansion right here. Okay, excel it one more time. The consolidation, the manipulation, and then the expansion. We entered on the pullback of that expansion. So it's pretty much like this here. It's a pretty straightforward setup, to be honest. Okay. And it aligned, of course, with the order flow as well. It kind of looks like this. So you consolidate right here. You break down, in this case, pre-New York, right? You expand, and then you pull back into the point of control here, right? Which is actually this area right there. Sorry, I'll actually fix that real quick. Let's make that red. Right there, right? And then, yeah, we kind of are looking for that follow through. Nice drawing. I'm not the best drawer, okay? But anyways, you get the point, I think. The retest, point of control, and then that follow through, okay? So if you want to learn about the volume profile here, you can download my book for free here. It is, it's in the description right now, ltconcepts.io, or you can download my free book right here. You fill in your email, right? Blah-de-blah at blah-de-blah, and then you can get my free book right there, okay? Hope that makes sense. I went short on the Nasdaq because of the SMT and retraced within the fair value gap, and also we maybe reject from a 1 hour for bearish fair value gap. Any opinions? Nasdaq. Yeah, I haven't checked the Nasdaq, to be honest, yet. Let me go and look a bit deeper into what we're seeing here. 1 hour. Yeah, we broke down. We are definitely in some resistance right now at the moment. I do agree. It's a bit low volume. I can't give you a clear understanding yet right now. I'm going to be a little bit more patient. Indeed, this is showing more weakness right now. I do agree with you. We are getting rejected from the value area low of that range, right? You're exactly now in this resistance right here. So if you're feeling that you want to short this is actually an interesting level from the Nasdaq as well. Because you consolidate, right? You expand, you retrace, and then you're looking for the continuation down. maybe towards like a low volume node or something like that. Now it makes sense. I completely understand your thought process. All right, that's my personal opinion. So I do agree. I actually do like what you're saying here. Yeah. Fair point. Lorenzo, don't you consider it risky going long when both the London and Asia were more bearish and there are news coming up, since you are entering for a long move and not a quick scalp? Yeah, it's true. It's true. We do have news coming up in like, what, 10 minutes from now. Yeah, you might be right. I mean, it's true that we have some news coming up right here and that we might be a little bit bearish during the news. It could be that the news comes out bad or good for the dollar, right? And that gold comes down a little bit more. But I kind of anticipated a deeper pullback, by the way, back towards the 27 as well here, right? I kind of anticipated this already beforehand because I had another limit order set right here at 27. So if we manage to get there, I'll get an entry in the middle somewhere, right? And it kind of gives me actually another entry right there. So I'm actually anticipating a pullback. But I mean, yeah, if we don't, we don't, right? And I mean, overall, in the end, my risk is managed. You know, it's around 13 points, 4 contracts. That's like, what, $500 risk. It's not the end of the world, right? It's nothing too crazy here. Funny enough, if you look here at my my Top Step account here, you can actually see that we actually not got filled here. Look at that, right? That is pretty nasty, actually, right there. That is pretty nasty. I mean, we might still get there right here, right? But yeah, it happens. Sometimes I can get filled personally, but not on Top Step for some reason. It's so crazy. Look at that, right? Look at that reaction there. That's a literal one pip miss right there. So I actually hope we'll come back down a little bit here. But if we don't, we don't. Okay? If we don't, we don't here. So gold right here is actually looking pretty, yeah, overall pretty strong today, I must say. It's not really necessarily looking really weak. Also in the 4 hour, right? We're kind of holding that support. I know we're in that, we're kind of trending downwards. We're kind of forming that flag right now. We're kind of in that trend here, okay? We have been pushing up higher and higher. We have now been trending down, but internally speaking, we have created a new demand on the 4 hour time frame. And we're also, obviously right now, as you can see here, in that larger support zone. You see that on the 4 hour, right there? We're also in a larger area of support. So we talk about demand zones here, but we're also in this area right now. And we're kind of holding that support right there. You can see resistance. Right, we found initial support. We're now holding at support right there. So I don't really want to short here, to be honest. I think that buys are the cleaner. It's kind of a bit cleaner here at this current moment as well. Okay, we just have to be a bit careful with the dollar today. Okay, again, we have to be a little bit cautious. The dollar does not do something crazy or does something wild for me. That kind of, or that might change it up a little bit here. So I'm paying a lot of attention to the dollar right now. Oil is also finding some support, but it has been dropping pretty much since the pre-New York. So we also have to pay attention to oil a little bit as well. And yeah, from an order flow standpoint, okay, the daily time frame is really, really neutral, actually. The daily time frame is not really giving us a lot of information. We're kind of in between resistance and in between support. We're kind of bouncing from yesterday's zone, where we saw a lot of trapped selling taking place right now. On the 4 hour, it's a bit more clear, right? We are bouncing from a zone and we closed a bullish candle. Okay, and this is an important 4 hour closure. And this is why, for now, I'm also leaning more towards that, potential bounce, because of the fact that we are in that 4 hour zone right now. And the reason why is because we have found some support right around there. Okay, and the reason for it is we saw a negative delta. A lot of sellers came into the market here, but the candle closed bullish. The candle closed above the seller. So we have a bunch of trapped sellers sitting stuck between 4828 on futures and 4836 on futures right there, okay? So this is a major zone that we have to pay attention to, which is actually also this zone on the 1 hour and this zone on the 15 minute, okay? So this is why I took an entry at the 33. Yeah, you could actually see now how price reacted from that level, at least at this current moment. So based around this here, we'll just pay a lot of attention to what happens right now around the 33. And otherwise, we still have a level below that. And that is indeed the level that we just were talking about right there. The 27 right here, okay? So there are two levels. Yeah, let's see what happens, man. First level. And we just have to wait and see here. 5 minutes for that for the news to come out here on the initial jobless claims here. Let's see what the news will tell us. And then we go from there. Okay? Yes, sir. Awesome that FundedNext is sponsoring you. Yeah, man. They reached out, they saw the live streams, they were like, yeah, let's do it. Let's make it work. Let's make it happen. And I already were talking about it. Why don't you have anything? Like I said, I'm looking for someone, but it has to be a good party. It can be a random firm. And FundedNext came along very nicely. And these are almost the biggest guys right now in the industry. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? They actually have some very, very good challenges, which I can talk about later on. I'm going to probably give away a challenge today if I reach the 120,000 subscribers. So I'm probably going to give away a challenge. A rapid challenge, actually. It's called a rapid challenge. You should look it up. A rapid, that means that you can pass it in 1 day if you want to. In 1 trade if you want to. Yes. All right. With the code Lorenzo, utilize the code Lorenzo, you get a nice discount here. Sounds great. Sounds great. Lorenzo. It's the only thing you have to fill in the coupon code right there, my friends. Very nice. Very nice. New support and resistance always coincide. Yeah, we have one here. We have one below. So let's see. Let's hope we can hold today. All right. We lost yesterday. I lost the trade yesterday. Yesterday, I ended the day green on my Top Step account, but red on my other account, which is unfortunate. And yeah, the day before I had no trading day, and then on Monday had a big win. Right. So it was not. It's not the cleanest week this week. So hopefully, this is the day where we can move forward with our. Where we left off here, okay? Continue with our initial winning streak that we had. Brian says, I'm here from Kenya. Nice, man. Welcome. Good to see you. All right, we have news in what? Let's see. 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes to go. We are bouncing off of the 5 minute and we're in the middle. That's actually what we want. When we're in a trade, we want to be at least in the middle. We want to actually enter anywhere below the 0 and below the 80. Sorry, 75. So anything around there is fine. The lower the better, of course. The lower the better. Yeah. Yeah, we're holding a bit of resistance as well right now at the moment. The 1 hour, a lot of selling here. A lot of selling, no follow through here. Definitely sellers are still there. We have to break that high. We have to break that resistance. I think predominantly if we can break above the 42, then we're pretty good. Then we're pretty good. I think we're going to go up to the 54, 55 again. We talked about it yesterday, that same level. By the way, actually yesterday, look at what happened yesterday, right? So this was yesterday, right? At the stream. We then after that saw the bounce we were initially looking for. And then eventually today, look at today's Asian session or the New York Open right there. And how that just squeezed up aggressively. That was significant as well. That was pretty significant right there. So yeah. Should have either not held onto the trade, but like, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It swiped through it and then it went up. don't you consider that if we do return to that 4830 area, that we don't just break through it, since that area has been tested multiple times, the price moves up already? Yeah, I mean, we are in a balanced range, right now. It's a good question, by the way. We are in a balanced range right around there. We have been ranging, okay? And if we mark out yesterday's volume profile, you can actually see that we're holding and trading above the point of control of yesterday, okay? So we're holding above it. And as long as we're holding above this, I'm actually leaning more towards that bounce, right? And that's exactly what we kind of saw. So yeah, for me, that important level is the point of control from yesterday, right? If you break below that, yeah, that's then I should reconsider, you know, my entries and everything related to that. But yeah, you have to sometimes be a bit more, you know, a bit more, I would not say aggressive, but wait for the right opportunities and just take them, right? Just take them. Cannot sit on my hands forever. All right, we have some news here right now. News came out. Let's see what the news is telling us right here. Ooh, that came out better. That came out better for the dollar. So we have to be a bit careful to see how we react to it. Overall, we came down after the news came out. And not a big reaction so far. Not a big reaction. And we tapped into our zone again. And we bounced, like we're reacting from at the same level again. So let's see. Let's see, man. Oh, this time I am. This time I am tapped into top step, by the way. Just so you know. This time I am actually tapped into that account as well right there. Look at that reaction, man. Can we hold this today? Can we hold that? Can we actually do that, right? That is the question here. Look at that. Wow. The 33, man. Wow. I mean, you see it from an entry perspective. I mean, it's super worth it, right? To like try, in my opinion. Yeah. If we break the highs, man, that would be top, because especially the 41, the 42, that's where that's the resistance right there, the 41. But that's what we want to close above. If you can close above that on the 15-minute, then that's a very good sign. You know what I mean? But yeah, look at that. Look at that reaction, man. Yeah. Yeah, now we want to squeeze. That's what we want to see. A New York session that actually moves higher. Look at that. Yeah, people, you know. Yeah, we have some news indeed. Okay, wow. Can we follow through here? Can we actually follow through here? Let's see. Let's put it on our entry, on top step at least. Can we follow through, G's? All right, we're reaching the VWAP. A quick scalp for me today. Let's look at the order flow real quick here. Yes, we are indeed pushing. It's very important that we close above this. Right there. Looks like a strong candle. Right there, looks like a strong candle. Yeah, okay. Take profit there on my account on top step. Then this one goes to break. Sorry. This one goes to break even. And let's see if we can follow through now, right? That's what we want to see here. All right. That's number one here. Let's see if we can now follow through here, right? We really want to break above this here. That we have that closure above right there on the 5 minute. That's what we wanted to see, right? We closed above the 40. We closed at the 41s, right? That's what we wanted to see right there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, on top step, I'm very tight with my management, just so you know here. I actually had like $150 loss or something as well here, so it's nothing special on top step, to be honest with you guys. But we're keeping it up right there, right? We're just transparent right there, just keeping it up. I'm trying to manage my risk as good as possible here. Very tight, more scalping orientated as well, by the way, on top step. More scalping. Okay. On this one though, this looks like a good entry so far, guys. Not gonna lie. Can we actually follow through now and hold above this? How can I see my actual P&L here? Why is it not showing up? How do I see that? All right. All right. So on top step, we took profit already, right? We got out of the trade. Right at the top. So it's a W already from that perspective. We just want to see if we can now get that follow through here. And if we drop again, okay, I might set a buy limit lower, which I'm going to do actually, which is that 27 level we talked about. So this is on break even. If you can get lower, then we'll go, and I'm looking at the 27 right there. And we'll try again from there, okay? That's what I'm saying, guys. Sometimes, you know, we're on the stream, we start the stream, boom, straight into the trade, right? Straight into the trade. So this is why, if you come and join the streams from the beginning, sometimes, you know, it happens. Sometimes we're sitting here for 2 hours, and sometimes it's like, boom, immediate action right there, right? Immediate action right there. Yeah. Let's see if we can actually do this now. We don't really want to come back again. That's why I have a new buy limit sitting at the 27. And we're closed on top step. And then break even, waiting for the buy limit to be activated below in case we get there. And then I think the stop will be there at the 16. Entry was too perfect for $200. Nice, congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, we're in a range, right? So we're not really super aggressive. We're scalping a bit here in the ranges. The more trending we are going to be, so the more we're going to trend, right, the more we're going to hold as well, right? It kind of makes sense, to be honest, right? But right now we're in a range, and we can't be too aggressive from that perspective. This is also why I like to use sometimes top step and then another account, right? Right here. Either my personal account, FundedNext, right? A challenge account or a funded account, whatever. And just split the risk and manage it between these accounts. I like that. I like that variance. I actually didn't like that before. Now I'm like, you know what? I actually like it. It's actually kind of easy. I can be a bit more, you know, sharp in my management, take profits and then leave this running. I can play around a bit more. Why are you buying with such strong news for the USA? You know, news is news, my friend. That's all I can say, right? News is news. I think it's going to drop. I think it's going to come back to our entry here, though. You can definitely see that happening. So closing it right here was a good decision, in my opinion. Was a good decision. I think that was a good decision here. Dual Fargis, thanks for the sub, my friend. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. And if you guys like this stream, then, you know, you could really, really help your boy out with liking this channel. It's not like a big deal for you to just like a channel, you know. Trading is already hard, right? Trading live in front of thousands of people, you have to understand, it comes with a whole other responsibility. Do you understand that? Now, do you understand if I do this every single day in front of you guys, every New York session, that it's, you know, for free, that it's a big deal? People take it for granted, but, you know, I'm here. I'm just trading. I'm trading the way I like to trade. So the least that you can do to help your boy out here is to just smash that like button, right? It helps my channel grow. And we're not that far away from, you know, getting towards the 120,000 subs. And then we have a nice giveaway for you guys as well here. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. Okay? It is a win-win. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. There are enough gurus out there. If you want to watch those gurus, you can. But here we're trading live. You see the ups, you see the downs. I think you see the real interaction. You see the real trading. You see when I lose, like yesterday. You see when I win, like Monday, right? You see when I don't take a trade and the reason for not taking a trade, if it was a mistake or not. You see also that on a Tuesday. So, you know, you have the full perspective. Yeah, oil is pushing a little bit right now. The dollar is pushing also. I mean, the dollar is pushing a bit too. It's nothing too crazy, right? But it's definitely pushing gold down. I think we're going to get back down, at least. But if it holds, it holds. I mean, you know, who knows? We're holding above the very high right now of this range right here. You see that? Right there. This is why I wanted to enter at the point of control. Because we have the very high. If we manage to reclaim that level, we can actually maybe hold that as support. So that's why I'm not really, I don't really have any issues with putting my stop loss, let's say, below the wicker at break even. And already take profits on my other account. So we, no matter what, we make money here and we can look for the next trade if needed. But if this follows through, you have a great follow through right there. You know what I mean? Are you using FundedNext? I will be using FundedNext as well. I'm going to actually do a live challenge, okay? That means I'm going to actually buy a challenge and I'm going to pass it live. I usually don't do that because, you know, I think, yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but, you know, I want to make money, right? And I need to go to challenges, blah, blah, blah. I already have 450K funding. I trade on a personal account, you know what I mean? But for the stream, I'm willing to buy a FundedNext challenge, trade on that account, pass it, and show you a payout. If I can do that, then you can do that too, right? It's simple. If I can do that in front of you guys, then that's what? Like, what else do you need to see? You know, I think it's the perfect example. So I'm always saying, you know, if you're willing to support me and you're willing to step up your game as well, and you're thinking like, you know what? Let me give this FundedNext futures account a try. I can finally trade with the same account, right? The same numbers as I talk about on the order flow. And you just give it a try to test it out. Why not? Just buy a small account, test it out. Get your discount through my name. I benefit from this. You can watch me trade live in front of you. We use the same account. We look at the order flow together. Makes a lot of sense to me. Instead of full porting your own account right now, especially at the beginning. Give me 1 second. I need to change something here. Give me one moment. I need to give you the right link as well for that. Sorry. There we go. We're still holding our level, man. We're still holding it. No overlap. Ah, okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. Yeah, let me edit let me edit this right now in the description here. I'll put the link in the description if you guys are interested in buying a challenge. The right link, sorry. The right link. Yeah, sorry, I'm new with this shit. Sorry for that. I haven't really been promoting a lot lately at all. Yeah, I think we got it now. Is that correct? Yes, let's try it in the chat. Let's see if it works. Funded. Yeah, I changed the description. I think it should work right now. Does it work? I don't think it works. No, it doesn't work. Interesting. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. Now, wait. Funded. Let's see if it works now. Funded. Yes. There we go. Yeah, I would say give it a try. If I buy a challenge, let's say you buy a challenge, we both buy a challenge, we trade together. You know what I mean? We give it a shot. I'm willing to do that, by the way. I'm willing to do that. Because, you know, I need to test this also. It's perfect. All right, we're holding that level, right? The 4835 right now. I entered at 4833. I have another buy limit below in case we come down. My sell stop is actually not that much lower. I don't understand why it's so much lower. Well, it's at 48327, so it's a break-even trade. Sorry, let me actually set it that. Now I understand why this looked like that. All right. I never really did it this way because I don't really care usually, but because it's on the stream, right? It's different. There we go. Okay, 4833, and then you click on no overlap. Ah, okay. Now it's the exact same. Now it's the exact same. Yeah, they have futures as well, right? And it's awesome. Because they have a rapid challenge. It's like, it's their best seller, they said. They told me. Because you can get funded in one trade if you want to. Why is it suddenly like this? Oh yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so the resistance is very, very clear. The resistance right now is at 39. Okay. We really want to close above the 39. We really want to like have a strong, specifically above the 41. Right above it. Every time we tapped into it, we get rejected. You can see this very, very clearly. Right here. Right there. You see that? So we really want to break above that. On top side, we already got out of the trade. But yeah, let's see if we can actually break out. The dollar is, the dollar is trying to hold that support right now, right? That's why it's not really moving. Oil is pushing up again. Typical oil, right before, right? We're gonna find that resistance right there, right now. So let's see what happens here. We need to see rejection in oil, otherwise gold is not gonna pump. Most likely. Yeah. Oh. What is a funded account? A funded account is an account that gives you capital to trade with, right? Sorry, actually, it's actually interesting that you say that because I'm always so used to people already understanding what it is. But the reality is a lot of people are new to trading. A funded account is pretty much an account that allows you to trade with someone else's money, simulated money, allowing you to get real payouts, okay? But in order to get that, you need to pass a challenge, okay? So you have a certain profit target, you have a certain risk that you can, risk parameters that you have to be adjusted to. You have to follow all of that. But if you can reach, let's say, a profit target of, I think on a rapid challenge is 5%. Yeah, it's 5%. If you can make 5% and you are following all the rules and guidelines correctly, they give you a real simulated funded account. And everything that you make on that account, you can get a request a payout on. So it allows you to scale faster. It allows you to make more money at the beginning, especially if you don't have that much capital to work with, which is a great start. After that, of course, once you get a couple payouts, I think, you should start with a personal account immediately. That's my personal opinion. And start building that up and get used to trading that. I think it's a great, because that's real trading. That's how you really learn how to manage, how to build an account. But it's a good kickstart, right? It is. It definitely is. Lorenzo, I think your long idea is even better now, since we had that sweep of liquidity higher and then price failed to drop down, so the chances of it going up are much higher now. Yeah, I agree. And you can see that it looks good, especially if oil is able to break down here. But if oil is able to reject now, that could give us the impulse we need to actually break out. Otherwise, we just look a bit lower and we see if we can bounce from our next level. Ooh. Was it this one? Wait for the drop. Yeah, it's coming soon, the playlist. You're gonna love it. Okay, oil is still holding. As long as oil is holding up, I don't think that gold is gonna break out, to be honest. Okay? I don't think that gold is willing to break out if oil is pushing like that. It is really gonna be, wow, we're already getting close to the 120, guys. So I think we're gonna have a giveaway today. I think we will. We will. At the 120, we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna give away a challenge. Maybe two. Let's see. Two. Wow. Yeah, oil is pumping, right? So that's why gold is really trying, but oil is just too strong at the moment. Silver dropped as well. Look at silver. Silver already broke structure, by the way. Do you see that? So it's definitely, it definitely has an impact on the metal sector right now. Look at oil going again. Typical oil, typical New York session here. That's why I am definitely in this current state of the market and not hesitant with taking profits like we did on Top Step right there. We entered here perfectly. We actually entered at the bottom and we literally closed at the top. Right there. We literally closed at the top here. And now we hope that we can hold our level on our other account and say, you know, potentially hold above the, specifically the 36. That would be the ideal case scenario. Emiel zegt, je doet het zo goed. Ik heb een liedje, misschien vind je het leuk. Oké, laat maar weten. Stuur maar door. Stuur maar door. Dan gaan we het zien. Sorry, guys. I had to speak Dutch for a second. Okay, push it, baby. Do you only trade futures? At the moment, I do. On the streams, I do. Personally, I do not always. But the reason why is because I use the order flow a lot. And I just want to trade these same levels. I don't want to constantly calculate, this is the futures price, this is the gold spot price. It just confuses me sometimes as well here. You know? So it's like, yeah, you know what I mean, right? But we're pushing, guys. We're pushing. Can we actually break out now? Give us 100 pips right there. Are you married? Not yet. What's the overall trend of this session? I miss your morning analysis. Well, we're actually in a range. To be really honest with you here. We are stuck in a range, okay? We're trading a range. That's why we're a bit more scalping orientated, and this is why I closed the trade already here. So we're a little bit more in a range right now, okay? So I don't really have a direction in mind. Also, the order flow is very mixed. You can see this right here. We have the resistance there on the higher time frame. Higher time frame resistance right there. You can see we got rejected here. We got rejected here. We couldn't close above it here. We couldn't close above it here, here, and here. We have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 daily candles that couldn't close above this zone. So we're in that resistance right now, but at the same time, buyers are stepping in. We have some support as well. So this is kind of what we're dealing with on the daily. We're neutral. We're in that range, and we haven't really got a direction right now in mind. But even in the range, we can trade. You can see that the 4-hour candle opened up right here. And what did we do? We tapped into our... Let me know in the chat. What did we do, guys? Come on. You guys have been watching now for a while here. You guys have been watching for a while. What did we do with this candle right there? Let me know in the chat, please. All right? What did the order flow do? What did the footprint do today? Let me know. At some point, it becomes, you know what I mean? You just get up, boom, boom, boom. You get into it like, you got it, you know what I mean? Don't even have to explain it anymore. It tapped into this candle close, and it tapped into the trapped sellers, into the magic box right there. You see that? We tapped into that. That was right here. Where we entered, right? Right here on the 1 hour. Right here on the 15 minute. And that's where we found support. That's where we found support right now. The question now is, are we going to break out? Are we going to break the 41? We haven't closed above the 41 yet. Look at that. What a resistance, right? But that's why taking profits is so important right now. Stop loss is on break even already. It's about taking profits. The way I do this is I could do two things. For example, I could like get into this trade with double the risk, so 4 contracts. But instead of doing that, what I did do was I just entered 2 contracts there as well. And I closed it there, right? So it kind of took profit. TP, you could call this my, I don't know, my TP1, I guess. It's a bit different though, right? It's through another account, but okay. You get the point, you get the idea. Give me a second. Yeah, we just need a breakout right now, right? That follow through. The one thing that I saw in the 4 hour was very interesting, right? We have that 4 hour support right here. You can see this very, very clearly. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, support here. We don't really have to overcomplicate this. You can see how we're finding that support now. And, you know, we're kind of building, right? That, you know what I mean? How do you call that? A bull flag? I don't know. From another perspective, the way I like to look at it is by looking at supply and demand. Okay, so we have a nice demand zone here, a 4 hour zone, and then another 4 hour demand zone right here. And this is what we tapped into. Right there. Right, so we're kind of bouncing from that support right down the 4 hour time frame. And I think, yeah, what we're waiting for is that breakout pretty much. Let's see if it's possible to break out, right? But yeah, that's kind of the idea, but you know, you get the point. That is that resistance. And yeah, a support, sorry. And yeah, that's what we want to break. We want to break above the highs right now. We want to continue to push higher. That's pretty much the ideal. There we go. Okay, beautiful. That's what you want to see. A 100 pips right there. Can we break? Can we continue the process right here? Like this was like our TP1, like on the other account here. I call it TP1 because it's actually the full closure with the same amount of contracts, but you get the point. It's just the idea here. And now it's a question, okay, can we actually follow through? Right away from the beginning, right? We actually really sniped the bottom here. 33. 33. Okay, we can close this right now for now. Because now the question is, can we, yeah, can we kind of like continue to go higher? It depends where we close again, right? On the 15 minute now. And that closure is in 11 minutes. So there's still a long way to go. We don't have that bottom wick. It's a bit of a squeeze. And we're back in the VWAP. It's very choppy today. I think I'm going to close this too, guys, to be honest. I think it makes sense. 2 closures. There we go. All right. I think it's good. We took it on both accounts. And we'll see if price can come back down again. But that's a nice clean trade. In my opinion, that's a good clean trade here. We're tapping into the VWAP. Sellers are coming in again. We still haven't closed that 50-minute candle. We are a major resistance here. We need to close above the 41, but we don't have that bottom wick. We could easily flip again, right? Yeah, this is the benefit of joining the streams from the get-go at 8 a.m. when we have something like this. Like I said, I cannot control, right? I cannot control the I cannot control the timing of the trade. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Right there. Why are we not focusing on the 50-minute range POC, which is way more below? We actually looked at this level, the point of control of this range. Right here. Do you see that? Any pullback might look for re-entries right now. But that's the overall idea here. Okay? All right, let me know in the chat, man. Anyone took this trade? Anyone understood the entry here? Let me know. The CME model right there. It's a typical CME play. So consolidation, manipulation, expansion, retest, continuation. But because we're a bit choppy today, and we are facing a lot of resistance here, I just went in a little bit heavier. So I split the risk on 2 accounts, right? Instead of 1 account. So 1 on top, step 1 there, close them both, and then just calculate the P&L later on. But anyways, it's a good setup overall here, right? It aligned perfectly here. You could see that as well. The consolidation here. And then the manipulation and the expansion. And this is why we have our book. So you can read through all our entry models, the playbook, the different types of setups that we're looking for on the streams. And it aligns actually perfectly with what we're doing right now, for example, right? So you have that consolidation, manipulation, expansion here, and then here, consolidation, manipulation, expansion. It's a very common theme, very common pattern, okay? And it happens over and over again. If you just pay attention to this and you look at it and you backtest this properly, yeah, it really happens a lot. And you pull back and then look for the, you know, kind of for that continuation here, okay? Yes. Daniela or Daniel? Sorry, I don't know. I think Daniel. Lorenzo, I DM'd you yesterday on Instagram for the exit charts order flow settings. Yeah, I need to update them and I can send it to you. I can send it to you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think we're close, Gis. I think we're very close. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you, my G's. 120. Beautiful. It's time for a giveaway then later today. All right. That's a beautiful way to close, to have the stream running. A winning trade from the beginning. A beautiful, beautiful target. The 120,000. I gained almost 20,000 subscribers since I started streaming again. 27 streams ago. So that is nice. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Ooh, look at that. Do you see why I closed this trade now? Do you see why we closed that setup here? And the reasoning behind it? Right? Why we entered there at the 4833 and we closed at 481.5. Look at that beautiful bottom and that beautiful top. Let's be honest here. That's taking advantage of a choppy market to the T. That is gorgeous right there. Look at that. It's only, you know, you need to get what you can get right now. Look at oil. Typical New York session here. I don't trust the New York at the moment. I don't trust it. Okay? So if you don't trust it, you have to take it. You have to take what you can get. That is the standard here. All right? A nice comeback from yesterday, by the way. Casadia says, welcome. Patrick, welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Yeah, 4833 and then a 484.1.5. So that's good. Solid. Yeah, that's what you wanted. That's what we wanted. Right there. Now the question is, are we going to drop more? If so, where are we going to go to, right? Look at oil breaking out right now. You don't want to sit in longs right now. When oil is pushing and breaking resistance here, right? Before it was okay, but now that we broke that resistance there, you know, it seems that the tie is, you know, turning a little bit again. And that's when the selling pressure comes in. So silver as well, look at that, right? Bitcoin, Bitcoin is it's actually holding up quite well. Not to be honest. The Nasdaq is at resistance as well here. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was a good closure overall. I think so. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, what do we do today for our giveaway, guys? What do you guys want? What do you guys want to see? Challenge? I promised it. I promised it. I promised it. I did promise it. All right? Yeah. Let's see. Let me go to FundedNext. FundedNext.com. By the way, they didn't give me a challenge, by the way. Just so you know here. I'm paying it out of my own pocket, okay? %. All right, let's see what gold does in the meantime. Still holding up. It is still holding up. So I really like to focus on the futures here. If you guys like CFDs, of course, you could do that already. They're one of the biggest in my opinion right now. But for futures, there is something really nice. And that's what I actually wanted to give away. It is called the Rapid Challenge. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, it's still holding, man. It is still holding. It's still holding. All right, it's still pushing up, still holding up. I think oil is in the resistance again. Gold is definitely on the stronger side still overall. I do like it a lot. So if you're still in, then you're still above that level, and it still could go a bit higher. But it's definitely holding that resistance in. Yeah, it's right there, man. It's right at that 41 level. It's such a hard level to close above. Look at that again. Look at the amount of sellers here stepping in again. Pretty wild, actually, if you look at it. All right. In the meantime, let me set up the FundedNext here. I'm gonna do a giveaway in about like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, I think it will be awesome if you wanna, you know, kind of test out our strategy here on stream that we have been using. Yeah, if price comes down a little bit more, let's say we actually break this level here, where can we go to? I think there is a chance we'll go back to the 27, right? Which on gold spot is the 06. It's actually bouncing from a previous range. Yeah, it's the 06. Yeah, 4806 on the spot, gold spot, it's the 4806. And on gold futures, it is the, you need to see that right there. Yeah, it's the, oh, sorry. It is the 27 right there, right? That's why I had a limit order set there as well, in case it would come down lower. But let's see what happens, right? Maybe we break out. Maybe we hold this. But this is if we do break down a really important level to watch for sure. Just in case here. Oil is pushing down a little bit already. Let's see what it does. If it actually just comes back down. Can you explain the reasoning of this trade? Yeah, the reasoning is very simple, right? We bounce from a higher time frame range. Right, we bounced from this range right there. We then created support right here. Pretty straightforward, right? Not too complicated. We created that support. And then after that support right there, we created what we call in here a reaction of a range right there. That's where we bounced from. And then internally, we have what we call a consolidation and manipulation pattern. A consolidation, manipulation pattern, and then an expansion. And we entered on the retest right there. So we had no drawdown here in this trade. Zero drawdown. Just the question now is, are we going to break out or not, right? That's kind of what we're looking for. What we're looking for now. Are we going to break out, or are we just going to range again? Oil is kind of holding that support now. That's why we're paying so much attention to oil at the moment. Yeah, you see we flip already again. So it's like, if oil holds here, I don't see gold really breaking out, right? That's kind of the idea behind it. But yeah, let's see. I don't really look for sells today though. Not now. Not really into sells right now. Right. Yeah, I'm looking to see. For some reason, the website is not loading. Give me 1 second. Trying to arrange the giveaway here today. I think we're good now. Yes, okay. I think it's time for the giveaway. Gold is choppy right now after our exit of the trade. So we have, or what we're going to do right now, guys, we're going to give away a challenge. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Ooh, sorry for that. That blew your ears out, I guess. Okay, that's better. That's better. That's better. That's better. Yes, a giveaway time, guys. The reason why you guys have been here with us right now from the beginning of the new series. We reached the 120k subs. We kicked off the stream with a beautiful winning trade at the beginning right away. A nice banger, a nice quick scalp on both sides. Yeah, man, you guys have been supporting us. I really respect that. We have been working together with FundedNext very lately as well here, which is incredible, right? The fact that we are able to work together with FundedNext right now as well here, which is... This is very nice. I'm very happy about that actually, because I'm always like to look to work with the best of the best. FundedNext is one of those, right? They're clearly one of the better prop firms out there, at least one of the biggest right now. You know, all the big players right now are working with them, right? Titans of Tomorrow and all these other guys. So I'm very happy to work with them and not some random firm. But I'm gonna pay this out of my own pocket. I'm not gonna get this from them. I'm gonna pay this out of my own pocket. So what I wanted to show you was the rapid challenge right here, okay? The rapid challenge right there, okay? You have a profit target, 1.5, a maximum loss limit of 1 on a 25K account, okay? You don't have a daily loss limit, you don't have an activation fee, and you don't have a minimum benchmark days. So you don't have to, you can pass it in one trade if you want to, okay? It's a one trade fee. The consistency rule only applies once you are funded, okay? Once you are actually funded. That's when the consistency rule applies. It costs you $100, pretty much, and that's it to get started. With my code, you get a discount as well here if you use the code Lorenzo. But we want to give away at least 2 of those right now, okay? On this beautiful stream today, I want to give away 2 of those accounts right here. So $100 and $100, $200. And to 2 lucky subscribers right now at the moment here, okay? Because of the support and because of you guys who are watching and, you know, following up with us, of course, very, very nicely. So, you know, let's just make that, let's make it happen, man. Let's make that happen. Right there, okay? Let me actually, give me 1 second here. Let me actually set this up. There we go. Yes, sir. Yeah, the rapid challenge is one of the best sellers because it's so quick and easy. And if you just manage your risk well, there's nothing to worry about. You have an end of day drawdown. It's not a trailing drawdown, which is good. It's an end of day drawdown. Trailing drawdown, which is much easier. It's only about your actual closure. So you don't have to worry when you're in the trade. Oh, do I hit my this or that? No. And by the end of the day only, right? All right. Let me set it up right here. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna put in this on the Nightbot right now. Yes, sir. I'm gonna give away 2 accounts, okay? That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna give away 2 accounts. What you need to type in is the following. Let's add the moderator as well. FundedNext. Sorry, not FundedNext. Funded. Okay. You know what? Funded. Just do that. Type in funded. Remove spammers. Okay. So you can only post it 1 time. If you do it 2 times, you get deleted. So only post it once in the chat right now. All right. Post it 1 time in the freaking chat right now. Got it. All right. Let me refresh it 1 more time. Reset entries. Okay. You can do it 1 more time. 1 time. You do it more than once, you're out. You're out. Okay. No need to spam here. Just 1 time is enough, and you're in it. Okay. You are in it to win it. You're in it to win it. Right there. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. So what do you need to do to participate? You need to like this stream. I think we deserve a like, by the way, with the way we kicked off the stream here. Entry at 4833, exit at 4841.5. A nice 100 pip move. And you need to subscribe to the channel, all right? And that's it, pretty much. That is pretty much it, okay? And then you contact me on Instagram, Lorenzo Corrado FX, if you win, okay? And I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. making sure that you are the G, the real G. And then we get the party started here. Okay. Let's put on our favorite song here of the day, which is my favorite stream song, which I never play. But it is a song that is dear to my heart. You guys probably already, some of you guys probably already know exactly which song I'm gonna put here. No? Yeah, exactly. Sorry. All right. Gold. 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 Okay, baby, let's go. Two people, 225K FundedNext accounts. All right. The rapid challenge, incredible challenge, worth a try. Okay, in 3, in 2, in 1. Hey! And the winner is, my dear, Matt Winnie Socks. Matt Winnie Socks. Matt Winnie. I'm gonna call you Matt. Okay, I think your name is Matt. So post a message right now in your chat. In the chat, show me that you are actually here listening. All right, so I can actually see you. I can actually find you as well, my friend. Here I am, he says. Here I am, he says. Okay, beautiful, my friend. Congratulations, you won a FundedNext challenge right here. Beautiful, beautiful. And then you can start trading with me on the streams. That would be nice. You can learn the system right here. Okay, that we have been trading right now together. Okay, I think it's worth it. Like I said, profit target 1.5, minimum loss. Just be careful with your risk right here. It's a aggressive challenge, but it's a quick challenge. You can pause it quick. You can get to your payout in literally 3 days. You know what I mean? 2 days if you want to. So, you know, you need to step up your game here. Don't over risk it unless you want to. It's up to you. All right. But I found you, my friend. Okay, next one. One more time. Okay, one more time. Let's make it happen. Let's just do it again. Right? Why not? In 3, 2, 1. Mr. Pretorius81. Pretorius81, congratulations, you too. Let me know if you are here. And for the people that are that didn't win today, keep in mind, I'm going to do this on a regular basis right now, okay? The whole plan is to do this consistently. So your time will come here, okay? I got you guys. So we got Matt and we got Pret. We got Matt and we got Pret. Fantastic, man. Congratulations. Incredible. Yeah, I hope your journey to becoming a funded trader will succeed as soon as possible. ASAP. Okay? That is incredible, man. Yes? Absolutely beautiful. All right. So from my side, guys, today I'm going to keep the stream a little bit shorter. You know why? I mean, we entered the trade from the beginning of the stream, right? We reached our goal. We reached our 120K today. We also made some money on the trade today, right? I'm consistent right now. I'm keeping myself consistent as well here. You know, I'm trying to just be as consistent as I can right now. Yesterday was a bit less. Monday was great. Today, perfect. Don't overcomplicate it, okay? We're going to come back tomorrow again anyways. Same time, 8 a.m. EST here. And I'm really looking forward to see you tomorrow again. All right, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful day to just not be too long behind our charts today here. We're ranging. If we can get to the bottom of the range right here, we can get to the top. We can exit at the top. And we're still in the range right now. Why trying to force something else at this current moment, right? Very simple, very straightforward, and that's how we rock and roll. I think that's the best way to do it right now at the moment. In terms of a new entry, I am still watching, right? The 4-8 the 4827 in case we pull back to that level, as well as the 4823. Okay, in case we pull back, I am still watching these two levels for later on. It's the previous daily range, pretty much the last range before the breakout and the retest. We could easily form some sort of W formation, find that support, maybe even take out the lows and then make that move, right? That's something I'm going to be watching anyways later on, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen today or later, right? I don't really know that here. Okay, if you're interested in buying a challenge yourself, you can use my code Lorenzo right here in the chat. And I recommend the rapid challenge. You do have a legacy challenge as well as a bold challenge. I don't really know what that is, honestly, to be honest. I don't really know about that, but yeah, anyways, you know what to do. All right, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow here, and back to work tomorrow again. Same trade, not as long today, but maybe tomorrow we have to wait a bit longer for my next entry. So who knows? All right, congratulations. Was a good session today, guys. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you back tomorrow again. Thank you. Ciao. Appreciate you. Last time.